Hello everybody, welcome to another Friday night no strings attached stream. My name's Graeme.
Hello, I'm Lella.
And we have a slightly different setup this time. And so normally I have my little laptop kind of down at the side, but this time we put a monitor up so Lella can see the comments too. So if you have any questions for Lella, you can definitely ask her. So we already say we have some people online, and yeah, it's the last day of April. This is
but it's already May for Hans.
Yeah.
Happy May Day, Hans.
So tonight we're going to play Tzolk'in. This game I've had for, I think, since it came out many years ago. And Lella had never played it before. So we played it a couple times last week, kind of prepping for this. And it's been a long time since I've played it. So we figured we'd get this one to the table. It's one that I really enjoyed since the first time I played it. So Tzolk'in is played over the number of rounds is dictated by this big wheel. This wheel represents the mind calendar. After each turn, we're going to be rotating it one step. Once it's done a full revolution, the game's going to be over. On a player's turn, they're going to have to do one of two actions, either place a worker or remove workers. So if you have any people left on your board, you have the option to play a worker onto the board. You can play a minimum of one, but you can play up to as many workers as you have kind of in reserve. We do have some more workers here that we can get through different actions on the board, which I'll go into. If you want to place one worker, it's going to be free. If you want to place more than one worker, it's going to be an escalating cost based on how many you place on there. If you don't have any workers to place, or you don't want to place any workers, you can remove a worker from the board. And wherever you move the worker from is going to be to dictate the action that you're going to be doing. So, what are the different actions? Well, I should say one of the major things from this game is when you place a worker on the board. Now you see that we've already got some yellow and green ones on the board. Those are kind of the dummy ones because we're only playing two players. When you place a worker on the board, like that, for example, at the end of the round, we're going to rotate it one step. You notice that when I rotate this big wheel, everything else rotates. And the one I displaced is now one step further. So my next turn, I could remove the worker and take whatever action that it's at. So the actions are kind of split up by the different wheels. So this wheel here, and I'm sorry, I'm going to probably butcher the names. Palanquin. That's the way I'm assuming it's pronounced. Again, I apologize for mispronouncing it. That's my best attempt at it. And the way this is going to work, this is going to be getting you corn, which is kind of the basic resource that you're going to need to feed your people. And the corn is represented here. Or get wood, and wood is these brown cubes up here, which is a resource. Whichever one you take your worker off at is basically the fields that you're going to be doing the action in. So for example, if you take it off in the very first one, it just means you're fishing, you're going to get a little bit of fish. If you go all the way up to the end, even though it's fishing, you're fishing for corn, you're fishing for food. If you leave your worker all the way on to the end, then you either have to take you always have to take the top tile. So you notice this first tile has 2 corn on it. So when the first person there can take a corn, and they're going to get that much corn. There's also wood here. Underneath the wood, there's more corn tiles. But the first person to take an action in this field has to take the wood off. And there are options to basically burn the forest. If you burn the forest, you anger the gods, you get a penalty. But if you don't, then you get like for example, if I took my worker off here, I'm going to get 2 wood and take that and take the wood from here. Next person goes there now has the option of either getting wood or corn. So that's what this wheel is for. So this wheel is all about getting corn and wood by kind of plowing the fields. We then have Yaxilla, sorry. This is the mountains. So this represents the mountains, and this is the gear that you're going to go to just to get resources. And you notice that there are resources around here. Wherever you take your worker off is the resource you're going to get. This is the only place to get
They
skulls.
like your fishing for corn.
Yes. These crystal skulls here are basically used to donate and basically gain favor from the gods. So that's what this one does. This is the mountains. You go basically mining for stuff. This one here is the market, and the market's going to allow you basically to manipulate this side of the board here. This is technologies that they can research, and these are buildings and monuments that you can research. We have level 1 buildings at the bottom and monuments at the top. The monuments are basically randomized for this game, and they are going to be a good way to get end of game scoring. The buildings will generally either give you a one-time action, or they're going to be an ongoing ability, basically like these yellow farms here. We're going to give you ongoing ability. So this wheel here is going to allow you to manipulate your technology track or build buildings. This last space here also allows you to move up on the gods track or the temples track. And of course, the more favor you have with the gods, the better it's going to be. This one here is the commercial center. Or that's the commercial center. Commercial center market, I forget which one's which. This one is basically about resource trading, essentially. You can trade in 3 corn to move up any one track on here. You can exchange corn for cubes or cubes for corn. This is the only place to get an extra worker and other things. We'll kind of explain as we take them off. Chichen Itza is the temple area. The temple area is how you're going to score points, gain favor with the gods, etc. Whenever you take your worker off this big wheel, you have to have a crystal skull to place on it. So if my worker is here and I wanted to take it off, I can always take it off, but if I want to be able to take that action, I have to be able to place a crystal skull there. Then I'm going to get the action that it says on the board. Once there's a crystal skull there, no one else can do this particular one. They can go before or after me, but they just can't place another crystal skull there. There's also places on top of each board, or in basically the last 2 steps on each board, that allow you to take any action on the wheel. So if you let your worker kind of come all the way to here, for example, the 6th space, then you can take any one you want. If at any time you take your worker off and you want to take a lesser step, so again, let's say I was here, and instead of this one, I want to take this one, I would have to pay 1 corn for each step backwards I want to go. Now, if you let your person go all the way to the end, you don't have to do that. There's going to be intermediate feeding your people, which are basically happens 4 times a year on the 4 corners of the circle.
Sorry.
So our first one is going to be here, and that's going to have us, we have to feed our people, so you have to feed 2 corn per person that you have either on a wheel or in front of you. You don't have to pay for the ones up in the reserve, or you're going to lose 3 points. You're then going to get resources based on how far you've moved up on these temple tracks. So you notice that if I move up here, I'm going to get a stone. If I move up here, I'm going to get a gold and wood here. So we have stone, wood, and gold as our resources. We have already set up the board for, like I said, for 2 players for the kind of dummy players, kind of hold spaces. The last space on the board is the first player spot. This is the first player token. The first player token changes whenever someone takes this spot. So if I already have the first player token and I take that spot, I actually have to give this to Lella. It always has to change hands whenever someone takes that spot.
Who said you're first?
I didn't.
Okay.
If no one takes that spot, then every round we're going to be taking a corn and placing it on the tooth, and then we rotate the board, rotate the dial. Whenever someone does take this, they're going to take every corn that's on one of the teeth that have passed. That's basically it. We'll go through all the different things as they come up, and we don't start with any corn. Normally in a worker placement game, you want to get more workers, but corn can be pretty tight in this game, so it may not be to your advantage. So to start off the game, we were dealt 4 of these gift tokens. So we're going to look at these, and we're going to pick 2 of these each. And the other 2 are going to be discarded, and whenever we keep, we're going to go through the actions that we have on them. That's kind of a way to start the game. So I'm going to take that one. Oh, Lella's already picked hers. I'm having analysis paralysis just picking my my gifts. Okay, I'm going to go for that one. Okay, so now we're going to reveal these, and we're going to get whatever it says on them. So for example, mine says, this one here, I got 1 stone, 1 gold. So I got 1 stone, 1 gold. and I get to move up my technology, this technology, basically for free. So I get to move up one step. Normally when you move up here, you have to pay the number of resource cubes as it outlines here. So for me to move from level 1 to level 2 by using one of those two actions, I'm going to have to spend 2 resources to get there, and then 3 resources to get up to the top. So that's what that gift tile does. This gift tile gives me 4 corn, 1 wood, and I get to move up on that track there. So what do these tracks do? So this one here has to do with the farming and food. So because I'm in the first technology one, it says every time I pick up corn from this track here, I'm going to get 1 extra corn. This one here says whenever I get wood, generally through here or here, I'm going to get 1 extra wood. This track here has to do with building. Whenever you build, you're going to be getting the resource of whatever level you're on. This last one here has to do with this track and will give you benefits. Like this first one here says you can, when you take your worker off, you can activate the step that's one further for you. So that's what my starting tiles did. So Lella.
So I get 2 corn from this one. I get to move up on my favorite god here, the reclining god. Just makes me very happy. And then I move along the building track.
So Lella's up there.
And then this one I get 3 corn. I get wood. I can't remember what this one is.
So Lella has a special one that says one of her people she doesn't have to feed.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, so for example, these farms down here, this farm in particular says that for all you workers, they require one less corn. This one here is like what Lella has from her gift. It says one of your workers is already fed. Okay. Yeah, the resource cubes are just that. They're just cubes. The only thing that's kind of a shaped resource is the crystal skulls. They're kind of blue crystals.
They're cool.
Blue skulls. Oh, they're kind of cool. Grocery lists, yes. Oh, speaking of groceries, just asking, because we didn't start it until I think a month or so ago. We started doing one of those meal delivery kit things.
Chef's Plate is the one we've been doing.
Yeah. I'm just wondering whether anybody in the chat has any experience with Chef's Plate or any of the other ones. Kind of what your thoughts are. Okay, so we're going to pick first player. I'm just going to put these 2 in my hand and have Lella pick one out.
Oh.
Whichever one she picks is going to be first player.
Me.
So Lella's first player. So again, first player is not going to change hands until someone else takes this spot. I will say, since Lella's first player, whenever we rotate this, she does have the ability once per game to rotate it 2 spots. When you do that, you have to flip your kind of marker over, and it means you can't do it again. So we both have the opportunity to kind of speed the game along a little bit. Okay, so Lella's going to go first. So again, she's either going to place one or more of her work. Well, she has to place one or more of her workers because she has no workers to take off. Yeah, Corley said that she thought that you were done with Feed Your People game. This game is actually... how old is this game?
Do you want to go through the buildings?
Oh, sure, the buildings. So if Lella wanted to build one of these buildings, the cost for all the buildings and monuments are in the top left. So Lella would have to pay 3 wood and get this ability and basically get whatever in the bottom here. So this building here will give you 1 stone, and it's going to allow Lella to move 1 up on the top track for free. This is a farm. This one says all you people take 1 less food to feed. This one here costs you a gold, and you move up 1 on the building track. This one here, again, is identical to that one. If you have both of these, none of your people need feeding at all. They're self-sustaining. This one here says one of your people is automatically fed, each one. Then this one here is you get a gold, and you can move 1 up on the resource track.
Okay.
The end of game scoring for the monuments, I will have to look up. I forgot to look at that before the game. This one here is you score 6 points for every monument that's built, irrespective of who built it.
They are a bit expensive. We're talking about chef's plate here.
Yes.
And what we found is, because we got for 4 people, and we're able to stretch that extra one. Actually, sometimes we're able to stretch it to 2 extra meals, and so Gareth will have lunch the next day, or one of us will have lunch. So, oh, Ryan finds this game stressful.
Well, the feed your people on this, I find.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I thought Agricola was bad with feeding your people because you take the beggar card. I found this one probably more stressful. So end of game scoring. This one says for every monument that's built, irrespective of who built it, you're going to get 6 points. This one here is you're going to look at how you basically count the steps you are above the starting steps and score that times 3. This one here is for every green one that you have in front of you, both monument and building, is going to be 4 points. And this one is for every one of these you collect, that's going to be worth 4 points. So that's going to be the end of game scoring.
Okay, I'm going to put my first one here. Boop.
Okay, whenever you place on a wheel, you always have to place in the lowest available one. So they all start at 0 and move up. So I could place, now Lella can place more if she wants.
I do them all? I thought we went by one.
No, you either place one or more or you remove. That's the only thing.
Oh
you're
wait,
gonna do
and
on
then
your
there's
turn.
cost, right?
Yeah, there's going to be cost for additional ones. So let's just say Lella's finished and I want to go here on the same wheel. Again, I have to go in the lowest available spot, which would be here, but I would then have to pay the number of corn that it says here, which is 2.
Okay, so 2.
So that's going to cost her 1 corn so far. So remember, the first worker is always free, and then the cost increases for each one you want to put out. Oh, she's going big.
Okay.
So she's got to pay 3 corn.
3?
Yeah. So you place out 3 people, 3 corn. So on her next turn, because Lella has placed all of her workers, she has to remove one. Okay, so now it's my turn. Lella took all the good spots. So I'm going to go for resources. And I'm going to pay, so it's my second one that I put out. So it's going to cost me 1 corn. And I had to place it in the 1 corn area, so it's going to cost me an additional corn. So to place one there, it's going to cost me 2 corn. So I'm going to do that. Yeah, Lily, I'm not sure how well it works for one person. I could see for one person it would get expensive because you get your choice of 1, 2, or 3 days a week.
Yeah.
And then the minimum number of food you can get is for 2 people.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Hans. I'm regretting my life choices, but anyway.
Okay, so I'm actually not going to place my last one. I want to keep it for the next round. So the round's over. So Lella's going to advance the wheel once.
This is my favorite part.
I think it's everybody's favorite part. Everybody refers to this game as the game with the gears.
Okay, so we put one here.
Yep. So since no one took the first player, we place one there, and next person to take the first player will take anything that's around the wheels. Now, because Lella has no workers left, the only option she has is to remove one, some, or all of her workers, and then take the appropriate action.
I shall remove this dude and get myself 3 watery corn because I went fishing.
Cornfish?
Cornfish. That's
Okay.
all.
So for me, so I can either place my worker or I can take 1 or more of my workers off. I think I'm going to place my worker here. And that's the only thing I can do for my turn.
All right. I'm here. I wanted to take that off. It's not cost me 2 corn.
No, it's only to place it on there. It takes you 2 corn.
Oh,
So she's going to remove it. So that's a build one. Now she gets to build one of these buildings. She's only got a wood, so she's going to take that. So now Lella started with a free worker. Now she's got a second free worker. So she's only going to have to feed one worker, which is a very good plan because I'm already low on corn. So we brought a new building out. So you pay 2 wood and a stone, and you get to move up once on the lazy man, the lazy god, and one on the sun god.
I'm sure they have proper names, but
Yes.
for now they're lazy god.
Okay, so now I have to remove one of mine. I am going to take this one off. So I'm going to take this one off, and it allows me to move up, advance 1 on these tracks. And I think I am going to spend 1 wood to move up on this track. And what we forgot to do is Lella built a building, so she gets a corn for that.
Yeah, forgot to do that. Thank you for being kind. Okay, that's it, right?
Yep. So I don't know where everybody is in the world, but this is the last day of April, and we got a frost advisory tonight.
It's 6 degrees Celsius. Not really happy about that. It's cold.
Yes. I don't like having to put my hood up on in May. Well, almost May.
Oh man, this is not good.
Yeah, so Lella, you can always take your worker off. She just can't perform the action because she doesn't have a crystal skull here.
That'd be dumb. All right, I'm gonna go here. And everything else is gonna cost me. All right, I'm going crazy. I'm gonna go here.
Okay, so it's going to cost
1.
So she's going to have 1 because it's her second one, and it's going to cost her 1 for going here.
All right. There, I'm trying to cheat already.
Okay, so for my turn, I am going to take this one off. So I get 2 corn and a gold. And I think I'm going to take this one off. Now I could, if I really wanted the food, I could burn this wood. If I do that, I have to move myself down 1 on the temple tracks. But I'm going to keep it. And I am here, so I get 3 wood. Plus, since I'm here, I get 1 wood from there as well.
Okay.
Oh, and I will say, sorry, go ahead. Although this says +1 corn, that only applies to the harvest wheel. It doesn't apply to the corn I took here.
Okay. Well, this was stupid on my part on so many different levels. Oh my god, that was really dumb. Well, I'm taking this off for no reason. I can't even do the action. I have no resources. Duh!
Let's see. Yeah, we also had a wind advisory here, and we have a frost advisory.
Yeah.
So, not looking good.
Wow, that was dumb.
Okay, so for my turn, these people get in my way. So the
Yeah, I know.
dummy workers get in my way. So what I wanted to do, okay, so I'm going to go here for 0. I'm going to place my second one here for 1 corn. Do I want to do that? I think I'm also going to go here, take first player. So I'm now first player, and I also get to claim all of the food that's been stockpiling there. So I can now feed my people. Yay. Okay, so then we rotate this 1 step, because the feed the people is coming up fairly quickly. So I'm now first player. So I have to decide what I'm going to do. I am going to take this one off, and I get 3 wet corn. That's it.
Okay. I'm going to take this one off.
So that means Lella gets her extra worker.
I got an extra worker.
And so now she's only got to feed. She's got 4 workers, but she only has to feed 2 of them. Okay, so we rotate, put a corn on here, and we rotate the wheel. My turn again, so I'm going to take, whoops, this one comes back automatically, and I'm going to take, good place.
19, that sounds lovely.
19? Oh. Yeah, I need to do that. I'm going to take this one off. And I'm going to build something. So I'm going to build this one for 4 wood. So this one says all my workers require 1 less food.
That's good too.
Yeah.
Okay. I need to go here.
So another question for the chat. I think we talked about last time we did a live stream that we might do dominant species marine next time. Do you still want to see dominant species marine? Now I will tell you that I will cap it after 2 hours. We can probably finish it under 2 hours, but I'm just warning you that if we do a live stream of dominant species marine and it takes longer than 2 hours, we're just going to call it 2 hours. So
Corn on the cob.
oh, I love corn on the cob.
Me too.
So I'm not sure how old Lillian is, but when I was growing up at Black Creek Pioneer Village, which is pretty close to our house, we used to go there every fall, and they would have the kind of the fall festival, and they used to soak the corn in water. Then they had burlap, like large metal. So I believe at the end of the round, I'm just going to double check the rules. Yes. So after we've done our actions, we have to do the feed your people, and we'll get you'll get resources.
There.
Okay.
11.
So my turn. I'm going to go here, 0, and go here for 1 plus 1, just 2. Yeah, I'm going to keep my 3rd one. So I'm going to pay 2.
Okay, I'm going to pull this off. Get 3 soggy corn. And that is all. Temples and resources.
Yes, that's what's
Yep.
going to happen during our
Yep.
food. Okay, so now we have to feed our people. So because I have this farm, for each one of my workers, both in front of me and on one of the gears, I have to pay 1 corn. So I'm going to have to spend 3 corn. Lella's got 4 workers, but 2 of the workers are already paid for, so she's only got to pay 4 corn. Then we're going to do the resource, so we're going to do the temples. So we don't score victory points this round. That's going to happen on these blue ones. We're going to score resources. So you look at where all your markers are in the temples, and you're going to get the resources that it's at or below it. So the only one who's moved is Lella, and she's moved on to the stone. So she gets 1 stone. I don't get anything for that.
Woo!
Yeah. I have a feeling this is going to be a
what?
a low-scoring game.
Oh, you didn't
Oh,
fill.
didn't fill. I'm not sure if I said this as well. So we have age 1 tiles. When we get to this scoring, we'll wipe all the age 1 out, and we'll start our age 2 ones.
Yeah, peaches and cream.
Yeah, peaches and cream is what I always like. We had a friend who grew up on a farm. He always swore by, was it sweet corn?
I don't remember.
I think it was sweet corn that he always going on about how much he loves that.
Okay.
It was funny because both Lella's parents and so Lella's parents grew up in Italy. My parents grew up in Scotland and England. My dad didn't have corn until he came over here in his 20s. Of course, he's Scottish. He doesn't eat a lot of vegetables in the first place. So
yeah, my parents always considered it animal feed, and they would just freak out, watching my brother and I eat corn.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, I am going to... Did I get this? I placed it here before I built that, didn't I? I don't remember, so I'm not going to do it. But do I want to build? No. Oh man, the stupid thing's in the way again. So I'm going to place this one here for 1 corn. See, Lillian grew up in East York. Yeah, see, I grew up on Steeles, Young and Steele, so it was just straight across for us. And it's funny because both my parents ended up working at York University, which is right next door to Black Creek Pioneer Village.
I need resources. So that one's free. That is all.
That's all. So I'm going to take, do I want to take that worker off? I need some resources. I don't think I'm using my workers to their prime, so I'm going to take that one off and get a stone and a corn.
I'm going to go here.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
So Lella gets that. She gets all the corn off of here. What is Tabor corn?
Tabor?
Tabor?
I don't know that one.
I don't know what that is.
Well.
So
So it's me now.
that's the only action you're going to do. So you automatically, at the end of the turn, you automatically get that back.
Okay.
So you can take your piece back,
Thank you.
and then you can rotate the wheel.
Yes, sir. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is take this off. Oh, no.
Yeah, you can take it off. Then you can
Okay.
take that one off. So Lella's already at 10. If she left it on here and we turn the gear one more time, she would just get it back in her hand. She wouldn't be able to take any action.
But because it's here, I can place it anywhere?
Yep.
So obviously I'm going to place it there.
Yeah. So Lella's going to score 1 spot on the sun god temple. She's going to score 13 points. So Lella's up at 13. And she gets a resource cube of her choice. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never heard of that, the Tabor corn. So it's a,
I'll take gold.
yeah. Okay, so now it's my turn. And so I took that. I can build that.
Yeah, I doubted we'd ever get Alberta coin because we grew out here in Ontario, so.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to take this guy off, this worker off. I'm going to take the wood. So I'm going to take that. So I get 2 wood plus that. It gives me 3 wood. Then I'm going to take this worker off. So this allows me to either build 2 buildings or I can build a monument. So I'm going to build a monument.
Oh, I wonder which one.
There's
Oh,
only one I can build. So I'm gonna
interesting.
take that one, and that one. So I'm going to pay 2 wood, 2 stone, and 2 gold. And I'm going to buy this one. And the monuments are not refreshed. So this monument is for every monument that's being built. So whether Lella or I do it, it's going to be worth 6 points to me. So right now I have 6 end of game scoring points.
Huh?
For every monument that's built,
Yes.
I get 6 points, including this one.
That you built.
No, that anybody builds.
Oh, that's slimy.
So start building.
All right. You doing anything else?
No, I took my workers off.
All right. So.
But you're first player.
Hmm?
Did your first player? Did I?
Did we screw up?
No, you did
No,
this.
no, no.
You did that.
I did that. Never
Yeah.
mind.
So
Okay. So.
rotate the wheel.
Sorry. Okay.
So who are you rooting for this week? Me, of course. Lella won the last game. I think I should win this one. Though I did say it's Lella's birthday next week, so I said I would let her win this one.
Ooh, so generous.
Yes, I am magnanimous that way.
Well, I'll do this again. 1 and let's see. I should get some resources. So that's 2. That cost me 1, and that's enough for now. Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to go here for 1. And go there for 1, and that's it. So I placed 2, which normally cost me 1, but because I had to place there, it cost me another 1.
Okay.
Now we rotate the wheel.
Yes, sir. All right. This one's coming off for a crystal skull. And that's all I will do. Because, yep, I want other resources. I don't really have a master plan. It's probably not a good idea. Probably should think of something.
So I think I am going to take this one off. So it allows me to spend 3 corn to move up one of my choice, right? Yes. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
one of my choice. That's right. So I know scoring is going to be coming up. So I want to score some points this round. So if I move up here, then I'm all alone. Okay. You're going to get 8 points there to my 5. If I go up there, I have 4. I think it's the same. There.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to take this one off. I'll put my skull here. I got 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I move up here.
Okay, people are saying that Lella called me slimy for taking that. That's slimy move right there.
I think it's strategic.
I call it slimy. Okay, so I'm going to take this one off. So I get 2 corn and a gold, and that is it. So we are at a feed your people stage. So again, all my people only require 1 food, so it's going to cost me 3 food. Those is going to cost her 4 food. Then we do the temple stuff. So here we're going to be actually scoring victory points. So you go through each one and you get the number of points to your level. So Lella's going to get 4 points for that and 1 point for that. So she's going to get 5. And I'm going to get 2 points for that one. Yes, I'm all the way back here. Then we look at who's the person furthest up the track. So Lella's the furthest person up this track, so she's going to get the 6 points for here. Lella's the furthest one up this track, so she's going to get 2 points for that. Then we are at the end of the age, which that represents. So we are now halfway through the game. These all come off. And we go to age 2. Okay. So we have this one, which allows you to move up any track you want one spot without having to pay the resources. And you get a skull. Same thing with this, but you get a stone. Same thing with this, but you get to move up on 2 of the temple tracks, the lazy and the
green dude.
I'm not sure what that is, the green dude. This one gives you an extra worker, allows you to move up 2 on the sun god track, and this one allows you to move up 1 on each temple track. These last 3 also are going to score you victory points for building them as well.
Okay.
And then that's the end of the round. So Lella rotates. Oh, we have another Canadian. Hi, Amanda. Got quite a few Canadians on here. Hans, you need to move to Canada.
Well, I'm in dire need of food. That's one. And I think I'll go here. Oh, I can't go there. I have no food. That's all I'm doing.
I'm going to go here.
Whoa!
I'm going to take the food. That's it.
Well, you go now.
So this guy comes back, and we rotate the wheel 1 step. Okay. Hans doesn't want to move to Canada? After hearing all the complaints about the weather and all that? Okay, so I'm going to go first. Did you just put that on?
I did.
No, because I took.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Okay, so I'm going to go here, here, that's going to be too expensive. So I'm going to do those 2 things. Oh, yes. Hans did say that there's the beg for food action. If you have 2 or fewer food at the start of your turn, you can do what's called beg for food. You lose 1 step on one of the temple tracks, it's up to you, and then you go back up to 3 food.
True. That would not be wise. Sorry, doing analysis paralysis. Sorry. All right. Let me go there.
Okay.
Yep.
And I go here.
I guess that's it for you.
Yep.
I'm going to pull this guy off. So I get gold, a stone, and much needed corn. And I think I will do this too. So this I'll get 5 corn.
No, 4. Because you moved up here.
Oh, I didn't move that dude.
No.
Oh well. Oh well.
And once the fields are empty, you can't do that that action anymore.
Unless you're up here?
No, unless you have this.
Oh, okay,
That
right.
allows you to get food from fields that are empty. Okay, so now we turn the wheel. And it's back to me. What do I want to do? I'm going to take this one off. And take this other one. And because I am up here, I got 5 corn.
Gonna go there. And
Guess I'm not going to talk politics on the stream.
and there. So I pay 1. There.
Okay. So I'm going to place this down here and rotate. 2 gold.
Okay, what are stroop waffles?
Oh, you haven't had stroopwafels?
No.
Oh, those are so good. They're 2 very thin cookies with like a caramel in between,
Oh, wait.
and you put them over like your coffee or tea, and they start to warm up. Oh, those are good.
That sounds lovely.
Yeah. Here. It's going to cost me 1.
No, turn. No, it's my turn. Never mind. I go there for nothing.
Okay. Okay, so my turn. I'm going to take this one off, and I'm going to do the exchange. So this, using this chart here, and I want to spend 1, 2, 3, 4.
Pocky sticks.
Oh yeah, I like Pocky sticks as well. So I'm spending 4 to get 1 gold.
Hey, I think I was dropped on my head.
Shoot, that's not going to work.
Okay, I'm gonna pull this guy and get 4 corn. Whoops. That's all.
I'm going to take this one off and get a gold, a stone, and 2 corn. And I'm going to leave that one on.
Okay. I'm gonna take this one off and build. I'm going to build the 2 stone and a gold.
That one. So I gets to move up 1 on that track. She gets to go 1 up on the lazy man track, 1 up on the green track.
Whoops.
Oh, so this one is, you get 3 free workers with that one that you don't have to feed. Those go in the
Oh,
resources.
sorry.
Don't throw them in the food.
Sorry.
Oh, this was feed your people.
Whoops.
Okay. So I have 3 people that require 3 food. And then we look at resources. So Lella's going to get 2 stone and 1 wood. I'm going to get 1 stone. We're down to the last quarter of the game. Okay, so I am going to go here and here for 1 corn.
I'm going to pull this off for Crystal Skull.
So since Lella's here, when she pulls this one off, she can go 1 step in front of it with this ability. Okay. Just going to rotate that. Things do not work out in my favor. I'm one turn off of things. Yeah, I don't think this is going to work out. So, change of plan. Two wood. Sorry, just going through the calculations in my head of what I need to do. Because I'm one resource short no matter what I do. Okay. I'm going to take that off. I'm going to take 3 food for that.
4?
No, because that's only,
Oh,
I took it
right,
off from the
okay.
water.
So I'm going to go here, and what was my master plan? I had a master plan. Do I want to go there? Okay, I'll go here.
Can we tell who's winning throughout the game, or is this a surprise at the end? I don't think it's going to be much of a surprise. Lella's got such a big lead that unless I can start getting some monuments, I'm not going to be able to catch up to her. So I'm going to take this one off. It gets me a stone and a corn. Then I'm going to take this one off, and because it's at the max, I can take any of the previous ones, and I don't have to pay for it. Unlike what I was saying before, if I pulled it off here, I could pay 1 corn to take a lesser one. These top ones allow you to take anything on that wheel. I'm going to take this one here, which allows me to build a monument. So I'm going to spend 3 gold and 3 stone to take this one. This is the one I really wanted, but I couldn't figure out how to get the gold, the 1 more gold I needed for that.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'll pull this guy off. So I get 11.
So Lella gets 11 points. She gets to move 1 up on the sun temple, and she gets a resource of her choice. Yeah, I think I'm not seeing a way for me to catch up to Lella. Because at the end of the game, you're going to be scoring this is going to score again, and again, Lella's beating me everywhere there. We're going to score, turn all your resources into corn based on
Okay, I'm
these
going to take
amounts.
a gold.
And then for every 4 corn, you're going to get a point. Every leftover skull, you get 3 points, and then you're going to be doing those.
Okay, that's it. I pulled off.
Okay, so we place one on. Rotate the wheel. And we've only got 3 turns left. So what's going to do me any good? Can I get anywhere for 3? I don't have enough for that.
I didn't know this was on Board Game Arena.
Oh, I've never played it on Board Game Arena. Gonna go there. It's gonna cost me a lot, but I'm gonna go there. I'm 1 short on everything I want to do. Oops. That's not what I want to do. Now Lella gets to be first player.
So I'm going to go here and here. So that cost me 1?
2, because you have
2.
to pay 1 for that,
Right,
and
right,
1
right,
for your
right.
second one.
Okay. And now
That comes back. No, because you took it.
oh right, well, you
That's
took.
where I took it. So we've got 2 rounds left.
Okay, so I'm going to pull this off. So I get a gold and 2 corn, and then I'm going to pull this one off. What am I doing again?
No idea.
I'll take the corn actually.
So you get 5 corn.
5 corn. Okay. Oh, I'm there. Okay, so I'm going to pull that off. So I'm going to spend 3. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. I'll spend that. So I move up twice on the sun god,
And she gets 4 points.
and I get 4 points.
I need you to be building monuments. You're not helping me out here.
Sorry. Sorry, not
Okay.
sorry. I made a mistake. I made a boo-boo. How many turns do we have left?
2, well, you have 1 turn left.
Oh, poo.
I'm going to place this one. I don't think there's any point in placing this one. Could place it here. Give me an extra corn.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So we go to the last round of the game. And you are first.
Yes, I am. I don't know what to do.
Actually, I do always make Lella's birthday cake. And Lella's also has to be gluten-free, so that's an extra extra fun thing that we need to do, but
It's gotten easier.
it has. It's gotten a lot easier the last several years. There's so many good gluten-free stuff. Yeah, you only do you have that? You don't have any skulls though.
I don't have any skulls. I screwed up. Oh well. I'm going to do this. Give you that. At least I get a
Yay.
corn. That comes back. And that's it. That
Okay.
was anticlimactic.
So I'm going to take this one off and get 3 corn. Take this one off.
Ah, it's not fun.
And I want to do trades. So I need a gold. That's for the gold, and that's for the stone. Stone, oops. Stone and gold. I'm going to take this one off. Pay those 3 back. Oops, I needed one more. So this is going to be for the stone. So I got a second stone. I just traded in for that one. So I get 3 points. I get to move up 1 on each track. Okay, I need to feed our people. So I need to spend 3 for me. And 4 for Lella. Then we do scoring over here. So Lella gets 6, 12, 13 points for the positions, and she's first on this, which gets 2. First there, which gets another 6, so that's 8. And we're tied, so we both get 2 points, so she gets another 10 points. I get 4, 5, 6, plus half of that because we're tied. Let's see, 5, 6, so I get 8 points. So 13. Then we do end of game scoring. So all of your resources that are left over, you convert to food based on this. So Lella gets 6. She gets another 8 food.
8 food?
Yeah. Then for every 4 food you have left over, you get a point. So I get no points for mine because I only have 3 food left over.
I have 15. So
So
3.
3 points. So Lella gets 1, 2, 3. Then we do monument scoring. So this monument here says for every step that I'm up above the 0 things on each one, I get 3 points. So I'm 1, 2, 3, 4 times 3 is 12 points. So I'm at 25. And this one is for every monument that's being built, I get 6 points. That's another 12. So 47. Sorry, 37. Yeah. And that is it. So Lella has won the game, and Lella played very well. I always ignore this, and I always get caught because Lella got a whole lot of points, basically all through here. But that was my own fault. I mean, she played it well. She knew what she was going after. I was hoping she was going to get more of these, or I could save up to get that one. That one would be more beneficial than that one. Actually, no. Actually, this one did end up working for me, but I kind of had to. I had to change my strategy halfway through. That if I'd known I was going for that one, I should have gone more on this track. But hey.
Okay, I'm going to be honest. I really didn't have a plan.
Sure, make me feel even better.
I didn't.
And that is Tzolk'in. It's a. Now I need to look. I think it's several years old, and I have the first edition, which looks slightly different than we have up in here. This one doesn't say. 2013, I think it is. I think that was the year that it came out. But the second edition, the current edition, is the one you see on the screen there. This is the edition I have, which is it's a real Grand game. But anyway, doesn't matter very much. I don't think there's any difference between the editions. But yeah, it's like I said, it's one that I owned for a long time, didn't play, and then I got a chance to play it down with some friends, and really enjoyed it. So I figured I should get it back to the table. Never got it back to the table up here with Lella. And I was looking through my game collection to figure out what we were going to play this time, and I said, hey, why don't we play Tzolk'in? And Lella seemed to enjoy it. She's beaten me 2 out of the 3 times we played. So I think this might be moving up to one of her favorite games.
Oh, 2012. Thanks, Hans.
Yes. And yes, it was very fast. The more players, I've played it with 3 and 4 players, and it definitely slows down because there's a lot more fighting over here.
For position.
And honestly, we weren't because it's live stream, you don't want to be thinking too long. So we are trying to play.
Oh, that's his excuse now.
No, I just mean in general. We try and keep the games moving.
True.
So we're not trying to analyze every single possibility. So we do try and keep it going. Yeah, the T games, I think this is the one that started off, because like I said, I got this one in 2013, I want to say, when I got my copy. Then when I heard about Teotihuacan, I was really intrigued by that. They say they're not connected. And Teotihuacan is put out by, it used to be Boards and Dice, NSKN. And they got bought out. So this one was put out by CGE, Czech Games Edition, and Rio Grande. The new stuff is put out by a different company, so they're kind of the same designers. So I'm not sure whether they're all connected or not. But yeah, this was the start of the T games, of the South American ones. I think out of all of them, this might be my favorite, because there's the Tzolk'in, Teotihuacan, the one about building the pyramid, Twants and Sinew, which is probably the most complicated one, where we also played that on the stream, and then the fourth one. I thought I had all of them. Is there a fourth one? I can't remember now. Yes, Boards and Dice. Thanks, you, Hans. So that's going to wrap it up.
Tzolk'in and...
That's it, Tzolk'in. That's the other one.
Tzolk'in.
Yeah.
We have played that.
Yes. So that's going to wrap it up. Like I said, we are going to do Dominant Species Marine next time. And again, we will cap it at 2 hours. When we've played 2 players Dominant Species before Marine, it is under 2 hours. I'm just kind of warning you that I might get some analysis paralysis to make sure I do win this time. So it should be in 2 weeks' time. So
Dominant Species Marine.
Yeah.
Have we paid that?
No, I don't own Trismestic, just that one.
Oh my God, that's a tongue twister.
Dean owns that one, but I haven't got it yet. I didn't think that was part of the T series, because that was more about the magicians. But like I said, I haven't played that one. Twants and Sinew is not a T game? Well, thinking more of thematic-wise. Theme-wise, they're all kind of set in South American, Mayan, I forget all the other ones are, so. Yeah. I don't think it's an official series by anybody. It's just what a lot of people refer to as the T games. Because they're all, like I said, they're all set South America, ancient times, about the ancient civilization. So they're referred to as a series, but no one will say they're a series, an official series anyway. So that's going to wrap it up. Like I said, this was a fairly quick one. We got it done in about an hour, which is kind of typical for us playing these kind of mid to heavyweight Euro games. So again, 2 weeks' time, we should be doing Dominant Species Marine. I hope you can enjoy us then. It's a Dominant Species. The original one is always one of my favorite games. Marine is slightly different. So if you've never played either one before, don't worry. Again, I'll be going through the rules. And yeah, like I said, it should be 2 weeks, just depending on scheduling. But
Yeah.
we're planning on it on 2 weeks. So again, it's going to be Lella's birthday next week. So that's why she won the game. No, she didn't. She played very well. So I think we are going to wrap it up. So until next time, thanks for watching, everybody.
Take care. Be well.